Hola, ¿qué tal? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Meg James, your Move to Spain coach. Today's topic is a little agresivo. We're just gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna be talking today about the shock that so many of you experienced when I shared how much we pay for our Madrid apartment here in Valdebebas, about 15-minute drive outside of city center. And you'd be shocked to see what other people are paying, both in Madrid on the high end and the low end, but also outside of Spain too. So let's just jump right into this. I asked on Instagram, my Instagram community, what do you pay for rent? How many bedrooms do you get? Where do you live in Spain? Where do you live abroad besides Spain? How much are you paying? And is what I'm paying crazy? Let me know. So we're gonna jump right into it and let's go. For the record, I do not enjoy paying 2,500 euros, $2,650 per month for our rent here. We minimally pay for utilities, so that's a very small cost in addition to us, but that's a lot of money, and we live in a very small space. Now, we do live in new construction, and one of the comments I receive from people is new construction versus an existing older apartment in Madrid could make a world of difference on the cost, and so you have to factor in a bunch of variables. Our family prefers new construction. We prefer having aerothermia, which is like air conditioning and heating through the floor, not vents in our face. We prefer living near the airport for ease of travel. I could keep going on, but this is one of the reasons that we were comfortable paying 2,500 euros per month. Now, we are not in city center. We live about a 15-minute drive or 20-minute drive to city center. We are in Valdebebas, Madrid, which is a kind of new construction area that a lot of families are moving because there's a lot of new buildings. But let's jump in and see what some other people are paying for their apartment. Now, I'm not gonna break these out by location just because there's so many responses that I want you all to see, but I'm just gonna start throwing some numbers out there and we'll talk about it as we go. So someone is paying $2,200 a month in Pozuelo, which is a very common place for people moving here in Madrid to live, and that would be for 2 bedrooms, so $2,200. This person is living in Colmenar Viejo. That's really close to our school. We looked at Colmenar Viejo as kind of a mountain town choice, but we couldn't find anything when we were moving here many years ago. And this is for 3 bedrooms, close to the train station, 2 bath, 2 parking spots, 1,300 euros. So I personally haven't been able to find anything like that. So you get it, Alexander, but I'm happy that there are lower prices. 1,700 euros in Salamanca or Goya in Spain, so outside of Madrid. Meaning not in Madrid, in a different city. Las Rosas, 1,500 for 2 bedrooms. Bilbao area, about 1,800 a month for 2 bed, 1.5 bath. 400 per month in a beach town in Galicia. Before they moved from the US, they were paying $2,700 per month. So that's wild, the difference. All right, let's keep going and see. I live in Ibiza, and I pay $1,750 for an 80 square meter flat with 2 bedrooms and utilities. So selling that island life. 1,400 near Cadiz, 4 bed, 2.5 bath. I'm just letting the numbers talk here. I'm not adding any commentary today. 2,300 per month in San Sebastian, 1,200 square feet in the center, but not as updated. 1,750, this is back to Madrid in Malsaña, Chambéry, 2 rooms, 2 bathrooms. Continuing going here. In Ciudad Leonal, how do you say that? 4 bedrooms, 1,800, which feels expensive to them for what they get. 2,500 in Marbella in Andalusia. Some people are saying, I think it's very expensive what we pay for a small apartment, 2,500, and I do not disagree with you. 930 euros for 1 bed in a tiny apartment in Embajadores. I own my apartment, 3 rooms in Canaveral, brand new, and the mortgage is $650 per month. And so I think that's one of the big takeaways is you can live in a smaller, like non-Madrid, non-Barcelona area and really be saving some money. All right, this person says in Barajas, which is Madrid, 1,340 euros per month, 2 rooms, 2 bath, a laundry room, parking and amenities like a gym and a pool. Pretty good. All right, back to Madrid, 2,300 euros, 3 bedrooms in La Latina, large terrace, very lucky in Centro to have that, and you sure are. That's a really good price. 950 euros per month for 2 rooms in Alcobendas. Alcobendas is really near us, so that's a pretty good price, is 950. I wonder how many of these were locked in years ago versus now, because I think that makes a big difference too. Okay, Madeline, 1,700 euros in Valdebebas for 2 bedrooms. I wonder if you're living in like a Sky Park or Home Club. That's what we started in, and we stayed in Sky Park Valdebebas, and it was around 1,700 for 2 bedrooms also. It's like a home share kind of community. You may be staying in a urba here in Valdebebas and secured that rate too, but that's a very common rate for like a home share community. Another one's called Bicasa. Okay, 570 in Palencia, 3-bed, 2-bath with an exterior, really big, quite big, 3rd floor, located in the city. So pretty good. Way to go, my friend Alex. 2,200 euros in Ibiza in the barrio in Madrid. Ibiza barrio. Oh, I wonder if the other one was the island or not. Okay, I didn't know there was an Ibiza barrio. Ibiza barrio in Madrid near Retiro Park, 4-bed, 3-bath. Pretty good. Recoletos barrio, Salamanca, 4 bedrooms, 9,000 a month. Please don't share my personal info. So you can be paying a very high amount for living in Salamanca. 1,700 euros, 1 bedroom in La Latina. Fuencarral, I have a friend that lives there, 1 bedroom in a parking lot, 1,000 euros. Another Valdebebas, 1,400 a month, 2 rooms. Looks like I need to do better research for Valdebebas. But really, I wonder if these people can comment or send me a message on Instagram. I wonder how long ago you secured this rate, because it has doubled, I've heard, in the last few years. So I would think that would be the reason. Here's someone else in Valdebebas where I live, 3 bedrooms, 2,100 euros plus utilities. So not that much different than what we're paying. In Tres Cantos, my friend Christy, that's where we go to school, 1,350 for 4 bedrooms. So Tres Cantos and Cominar Viejo are really good options to stay out of Madrid, but to be a little more affordable. So thanks for sharing that. Okay, Madrid City Center, 1,100. Incredible. I'm assuming that's 1 bedroom, but pretty good. 1,200 a month in Malasaña, 2 bedrooms. Pretty good. Las Tablas, 3 bedrooms, 1,600 euros. In Zaragoza now, and they pay 1,500 in the city center with common play area, no heating bill, but a big bill in Madrid they had. They paid 2,700 when they lived in Madrid. So very interesting. Let's keep going here. It says we paid 1,100 euros for a 2-bed in Malasaña. Sounds like a lot of people are in Malasaña, but I think the prices have gone up. It's pricier in the suburbs. I paid 2,500, I don't know how to say this, in Arhuelas? Arhuelas? I don't know how to say that. New and furnished. So a big component of this is furnished and unfurnished. We are now in an unfurnished apartment, and we probably poured about $5,000 of IKEA furniture just to fill 3 bedrooms here. And so if you are unfurnished, it's going to come at a different price tag, and it's going to have a higher price tag of what to fill. Okay, this person is in Pacifico for 1,200, 2 bedrooms, around 60 square meters. And someone said, I live in Vancouver, and you don't want to know, it's so bad here. Okay, 875 euros in the coastal town outside of Bilbao, 3 bedrooms. Parla, 3 beds, 2 bath, 120 square meters, which is pretty big for 600. So really good one on that. In Brussels city center, 1,200 euros for 2 bedrooms. So it seems like much more affordable outside of Spain. Switzerland, 1,800 Swiss francs for a small 3 bedroom. 1,900 2 bed, 2 bath near Bilbao, so near the Basque country. 2,500 for 150, that's pretty big, square meters, 3 bedroom in Barcelona, and that's the area in Barcelona. You're not gonna believe this, but we bought our apartment in Valdebebas in 2009, and we pay 800 per month. And I've heard that of Valdebebas, you wanna have had gotten it way before when we moved in, because the prices have gone up. Okay, my friend in Andorra says our Andorra apartment was 3,500 euros for 3 bed, 3 bath with 2 parking places, and now they're in a house. Very interesting. Okay, thinking a little bit about the US too, this person is in Nevada, and they pay 1,895 for a 2 bed, 2 bath. So I think Madrid is actually quite pricey, and I think this is helping me prove that a little bit. Sevilla, 665 euros for 3 bedroom. Alicante, 3 bed, 2 bath for 1,300. This person is in the Netherlands and they paid $2,100 for 3 bedrooms. Madrid, I don't know this area, the Prosperidad for 4 bedrooms, 2,300 euros. 600 euros in Guadalajara, that's far out on the train stop, but sounds like a good pick for 2 bed, 2 bath, so I'm gonna be in. Valencia for 1,200 euros, 2 bed, 2 bath. I own now, but my last rental was in late 2023, 1,850, 3 bed, 1.5 bath in San Sebastian. 1,200-ish in Valencia for 4 bed, 2 bath. Another Valencia for 3 bedrooms, 1,650. Okay, Honolulu, Hawaii, if you're not familiar with the US, Honolulu is known as or Hawaii in general, it's probably one of the most expensive places to live in the US. They own their condo now, 2 bed, 2 bath, 2 parking, $2,800 US per month, plus a 1,000 HOA monthly. So very high there. Malaga, 900 per month. Burgos, 63 square meters, 2 bed, 1 bath, Tristeros and garage, 625 euros. Pretty good. Greenville, South Carolina, my home away from here, 2 bed, 1 bath, 1,040 per month. Las Rosas, 3 beds, 1,000 per month. So it seems like Las Rosas, Guadalajara, being outside of kind of closer to city center is going to get you more. Pozuelo is expensive, just like Valdebebas, so 2,700 euros for 4 beds, 2 baths. 800 euros per month, 3 bed, 2 bath in Rivas. Back to US, Austin, Texas, 2 bed, 2 bath, 2,100 per month. Northern Virginia, 2,700 for 3 beds. We paid 1,000 a month for a 2 bedroom apartment in Albania. Very interesting. Another Las Vegas, 2,600 for a 3 bedroom house, but technically Airbnb. Brooklyn, 1 room apartment for 3,900 US dollars. So New York City beats Madrid. 3 rooms, 1 bath, 3,200 square feet in the San Francisco Bay Area in California. Another really super expensive place to live in the US. Now 1,600 for 2 bed, 2 bath and garage in Alabama, in Birmingham. 1,300 for 2 bedroom, 1 bath in Plaza de las Cortes, right next to the Congress building. That was in 2017. La Latina in Madrid, 1,375 for 3 rooms. Atlanta, Georgia, another really expensive area to live near, kind of where we're from, 4,200 per month. Very high. Malaga, 2 bedrooms. The barrio is La Union, and it's $760 per month. And they said it's a catch, and it sure is. Mira Sierra, 4 bed, 3 bath. I think that's up near the mountains, 2,800 euros. Pretty good. Silicon Valley, probably one of the most expensive places to live in the US, 4,500 for a 2 bedroom apartment. Northwest Spain, 3 bed, 2 bath, 900 euros. Tenerife, my beloved Tenerife, 3 bedrooms, 1,400 square feet, rooftop terrace, sunroom, 2,000 euros per month. Cadiz, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, parking, swimming pool for 650. Pretty good. 2,700 for a 3 bedroom in a medium-sized town on a lake in Switzerland. 4 bed, 3 bath, enclosed patio, laundry room, storage, Main Street of Valencia, 2,300. So Valencia can be expensive too if you're in the city center. Zaragoza, 2 bedrooms, 400 per month, which is low, but they've lived there for more than 10 years. Chicago suburb, 2 bed, 2 bath, 2,300, and a really expensive place to live in the US. I can never say this, but Benicassim, 500 per month, 1 bedroom. With 2, it would have been 650 per month. So living it outside of these cities seem to be where the magic happens here. Switzerland, 3 bedrooms, 1,900. Portugal, 1,100 for 3 bedrooms. Barcelona, old for 4 bedrooms, 1,500. Another Zaragoza, 750 for 3 bedrooms. So I'm just kind of wrapping my brain around this. I think it's pretty expensive to live anywhere, but it sounds like when you're outside of a city center, both in the US and Europe, specifically Madrid or Barcelona, you're gonna get a much better deal. I'm just seeing if there's any others. 1 bedroom in city center in Madrid, 1,100. Valencia for 550 for 40 square meters. It's very small. Just moved back to the US, but in France, I had one for 750 per month. 800 a month in Cantabria. Pozuelo, another Pozuelo, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bath, 2,200. Barcelona, 4-bed, 1.5 bath, 1980. Switzerland, 1,800. Wow, in this area west of Ireland, it's $550 per month for 2 beds in this tiny village. Pretty cool. Murcia was 1,200 euros for 4 rooms. Pozuelo, 2,500 seems about the average for 4 bedrooms. Barcelona, 1,200 for a room, and 2,850 in the Philly suburbs where I'm from for 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And so I think my biggest takeaway is it's really hard to find an apartment in Spain, at least in my opinion. It has been very helpful to have a relocation assistant, and I haven't announced this in any Instagram channel or even to possibly in personal life to my friends, but our family and I are looking to relocate again in Spain potentially. So we are going back down this path, and I'll tell you that finding an apartment can be very overwhelming. And I have been very helpful, or thankful, I should say, to have the help of a relocation agent. And so I'm gonna link that information here in my bio. If you are someone who is looking to move to Spain and you don't know where to start and these prices overwhelm you, or maybe you're feeling pretty good about the prices after I shared a certain area, this relocation agent can help you get settled and help you find what you're looking for. We also have a dog, which makes it navigating it a little bit harder because a lot of people here do not like to rent to people with pets. And so click the link in the bio if you're someone who's also considering a move. I'll be sharing more about our family's journey again for our potentially second move here in Spain soon. But this is really important and very valuable information to help people look at the different areas of Spain. So if you've shared this information with us, thank you so much. I am going to be back with a future episode to help you and navigate your move to Spain, but you can always click the link in my bio if you want to talk sooner. We can talk about what a move to Spain may look like for you and your family. Ciao.